Gulbahar Haitiwaji, a Uyghur refugee in France, has published a book titled Survivor of the Chinese Gulag on January 13th. Originally written in French, the book details her harrowing 3 years in the Chinese re-education camps. Here is her gut-wrenching story. Born in 1966 in China's Xinjiang, Gulbahar was an engineer who in early 2000s moved out of China with her family as they could no longer stand the discrimination against the Uighurs and nil professional prospects. The family finally settled in France. However, in November 2016, her entire life turned upside down as she received a call from her former Chinese employer summoning her to Xinjiang to sign some official documents required for her retirement. She sensed that exiled Uyghurs were being watched and CCP was cracking down on them. But as the Chinese employer insisted, she traveled to China against the bad feeling she had. It indeed was a trap. Shortly after arriving, Gulbahar was arrested because her daughter, Gulhumar, posed in a picture with the banned miniature flag of Xinjiang as she took part in a demonstration against Chinese repression of Uyghur Muslims. What followed was a nightmare. Haitiwaji was locked away in a cell, cut off from her family, abused and treated like a criminal. In June 2017, the authorities transferred her to a re-education center where, in the name of eradicating Islamist terrorism, Uyghurs are tortured. As per Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch, more than 1 million Uyghurs are held up in these camps. They are interrogated, tortured, brainwashed, forcefully sterilized, prohibited from speaking their native language, surveilled through cameras, even in toilets, forcefully taught Chinese history and declarations praising President Xi Jinping. Gulbahar was kept hungry and forced to partake in exhausting military training. In November 2018, 2 long years after her arrest and at the end of a 9-minute summary trial, Gulbahar was sentenced to 7 years in prison. In February 2019, her daughter, Gulhumar, spoke out publicly, making her first appeal for justice. After a long fight and diplomatic intervention from the French Foreign Ministry, in August 2019, Gulbahar was pronounced innocent and allowed to leave Xinjiang. Gulbahar is a hero as she has chosen to speak out openly despite the danger to her, her family and relatives who still live in China. She is now on a mission to be the voice of all the people under the brutal weight of oppression of CCP's China.